welcome back to another video. My name is Haley and I am the owner of Tree Huggers Handmade. And today's video, I just wanted to do like a quick everything that I've ever crocheted since I started crocheting in 2020, so about 4 years ago. And I have pretty much everything still with me besides a couple hats and a couple of just extra things that I might have sold over the years or given away. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So there are going to be a couple categories. First up is going to be clothing, and then next will be bags and head accessories, and then miscellaneous accessories, and all of the flower bouquets that I've made. So first up for clothing, I was gonna try and organize everything based off like the first thing I made, the most recent thing, but that's too much of a hassle. I really just wanted to make this video to show everything that I've made before, and I want to kind of make monthly videos of like everything I've made this month in August or everything I made in November. So that's why I am doing this video. But anyways, so first up for clothing is the textured navy rainbow cami top. It's honestly not bad. I used this yarn that my boyfriend picked out. It's really cool. Like it has this like rainbow effect to it and a nice texture. Definitely not a good pick for like clothing, but I still really like it. I'm not gonna lie, it's not my style because it's really cropped, but it is listed on my Etsy for anybody that is into that. So, and then we have the berries and cream beach cover up, like bikini set. So first up is the strawberries and cream one. I freehanded this one and I wanted to make it to where the band was thicker and it was more of like a halter fit. So, and with that, there's the blue one and a pink one, but this is the mesh skirt that I made for them. Here's the pink one, and then the blue top. So yeah, and they're not gonna lie, the tops are more on the smaller side, but they're really cute. And honestly, I'm proud because I freehanded the entire set completely, and it taught me a lot about making waistbands and mesh stitch and decreasing and increasing. I made this year, so there's that. That is also on my Etsy as well. And then last year I made, last minute for 4th of July, I made this set. It is some patchwork shorts. They're honestly probably my favorite shorts that I've made so far. Actually, that's a lie. My most recent pair is my favorite, but these taught me a lot about making shorts and about the waistband. I learned a lot about my tension when making these shorts. I think I was like halfway through it and I started to recognize how my camera died. But I learned a lot when making these shorts and I started to recognize my skills going up. So really like this. And with it, I'm not a big fan of the top itself because it's not my style, but it's just this little bralette that crisscrosses in the back. Kind of wonky right now, but it's not too bad. I probably shouldn't have used this blue yarn because it's a wool yarn, but I think for like one of my first sets, not bad. I'll give myself a pat on the back. Then for the next set that I made that year, which was last year, I made myself a birthday set, and it was actually inspired off of this top, which I do plan on redoing now that I have found more pictures for the inspiration of the top and everything. But this is the top that I made, and it's just a little halter top. It has the mesh around the chest, and I actually added this last minute. It's just a bunch of surface crocheted vines as well as some leaves, and then yeah, so I made this right here, and I really like this yarn that I had, so I wanted to make something cute with it. And with that, I also made my first skirt. And I love the waistband on this. I don't know what I did, but it is probably one of my favorite skirts that I made. And I, again, added these last minute, but I really like it. It's like a little bodycon skirt. It has the mesh at the bottom to go with the top as well. And I just picked some random colors that I thought would go good with this color that I had. And then I have this guy that I made this year, and it was supposed to be like a little bandeau top, you know, but I messed it up. I singed the middle in and it looks so bad, and I picked the wrong color for this part. Just looks weird. I mean, the idea was there, but the execution was not good. So, and then we have the Daisy cami top, which is also on my shop. It's just this cute little cami top, has these scallop ruffles, and on the side it has these little corset parts that on the inside you kind of just like fold it over. It just, yeah. I don't know what I was doing there. I kind of just improvised as I went, but I made the straps with just single piece of yarn just to give it like that spaghetti strap look, and the front has little white daisies on it. I don't know if you can see that really well, but I honestly pretty proud of the pieces that I've made this year, because when I look back, I noticed that a lot of the pieces that I made previously, especially clothing, they weren't the best. And not gonna lie, I did have a lot to learn this year too, because this top doesn't fit me the greatest. Probably fit someone else pretty good, but it doesn't fit me the greatest, nor does it go with my style. But that doesn't mean that I didn't learn a lot while making it, and learn a lot while making all the other projects I've made. So just keep that in mind for like anybody who's looking back at their pieces from this year or years prior. I mean, we you still have a lot more room to grow. So if there's errors, just learn from them, you know? Then we have this bad boy, which is the Tree Huggers cami top. It's a little butterfly cami top. So the lace hugs your sides like your waist, and I use this mesh stitch that makes it look like there's little leaves. So I thought that was super cool, and it was probably the second piece that I did without having to do a corset back. And I tested out my theory of using the rib stitch to make like a ribbing on the back, which I think if I were to do it like that again, I would do it with elastic when making that rib stitch, so it really has that stretch that I was going for, but the idea is there. And then I just did a crisscross straps for it and scallop edging around the chest area, and it's kind of like a mesh for the boob cups. It's a really nice piece. I ended up making all of these pieces this year with cotton, so I learned a lot there, because I was like, I don't want to make my clothing in acrylic. I want to make it in cotton so I can actually wear it. But then we have this beauty, which is not listed on my Etsy just because I don't know if anyone would like it. It's just like a black and white rainbow checkered bralette with two different colored straps. And it's honestly super cute, and it definitely could fit somebody. The waist is a little small, but it could fit somebody. This is probably one of the second bralettes that I ever did, and as you can see, I've improved a lot. I learned how to make the ruffles look a little better, and I gotta say, for like only my second top, I have to say my stitches are pretty good, honestly. And then anyways, I learned a lot making this top. I had added some like fabric to make it more breathable because I used acrylic yarn for it and it wasn't really comfortable, but it still isn't gonna fit anybody. I just keep it as a reminder, and honestly I would love to try and remake this top but better, really. And I think I could, I just have to execute it better. So then we have this bolero, and it was probably the second one I ever made, and it's a little uneven. I think I did use the wrong hook for the other sleeve, but yeah. So it's just this bell sleeve bolero. I used a similar pattern for all my boleros, and I just added increases around the sleeves to make it flare like so. Yeah. And then we have this mess. This top that I also made. It was probably my third one, and it's very, very tiny. I learned a lot about hook sizes for this one, but it's super cute. It could fit somebody, maybe. I had thought about giving it to my little sister, but. And then I have this next little outfit. I was making it for a Shrek rave that I went to last year, and it was the third outfit I ever made for myself. Very last minute, just like the 4th of July one, and I didn't have time to make it into a complete dress, so I just made a little jumper, like sweater. And the sleeves are kind of short, but I really do like the fit of it. Like, I wear this probably the most out of all of my crochet pieces. Like, out of all of them, this one gets worn the most because it just goes with a lot of the things that I have. Like, this outfit right now, it has red and white in the pants, and yeah, so I wear it with a lot of my outfits. It goes with a lot of the things that I have, and it's really sparkly because of the yarn I used. And surprisingly, it's pretty soft. Like, you'd think it'd be really scratchy because it's acrylic and it has sparkles in it, but I don't mind it. It doesn't irritate my skin or anything, which is nice. So, and then to go with that, we have the second pair of shorts I ever made, and I used a pattern for these. They actually fit pretty good, to be honest. They probably could have been a little longer, but again, I was rushing this piece and I did it all like the day of. For me doing it the day of, I think I did pretty good. The waistband is pretty good. It stretches and then it comes back. It fits me really well. I was able to do the perfect amount of increases on it and everything. And then with that, I made one of like my fourth or fifth ever bralettes, and that's where I got the idea for the ripped backing, because I did not want a crisscross back top for this. I wanted something normal, like wearing just a normal bra. So I did the crisscross straps and the ribbed backing on it, so I didn't have to tie anything. I hate wearing things I have to tie. I hate bikinis I have to tie or tops I have to tie. Like, if it's not pants that I'm tying, I don't want to wear it. So I had to improvise, and eventually I will get this technique down, and it'll be my perfect technique for all of my clothing. But this just goes to show that I've learned a lot, and eventually I'll be able to look back on these tops that have it in the future to the tops that I'm making that look better with the technique. Be like, oh my god, this is where it resonated from. So that's always nice. And then I have a couple more pieces left. So we have this checkered sweater vest, which there's a pattern for this one as well. It's for my boyfriend. Oops. It's for my boyfriend, and I was making this like matching sets. We're gonna have sweater vests and the skulls granny square pants, but I never finished it. Like, I have all the skulls done for all of the pants, but I never even finished my sweater vest. And it was actually the first vest I did with a knit ribbing. It's black, but it's a knit ribbing. I think I did, yeah, I did 2x2 knit ribbing, and then I made it too small, so I had to add a crochet ribbing on the side. Again, I learned a lot about how to fix pieces, but also a lot about how to make better pieces so I don't have to fix them and alter them like so. So maybe in the future I'll be able to remake him one that's not like this and that's how it's originally supposed to look. But for now, that's what we got. And then I have the Jasmine skirt, which I have thought about posting it. It's just this cute little skirt with a mosh stitch and then 2 tiers of ruffles, and the bottom ruffles are just mesh. And then it has corset bows on both sides. Super cute, and honestly, I made this year, and the idea that I had for it is super cute. I just haven't perfected it, and I don't want to sell it without perfecting it, and I haven't gotten around to it yet. So this bad boy, and then a couple more. We have this upside down, this mesh tank with the sides that are singed in. It's actually super cute. I really like this. It's just kind of too small for me. The fit is a lot tighter than I would want it to be in my chest area, but yeah. And then these two, they're both wrap tops. So they wrap around your back and come to the front. They're also on my Etsy, but this pattern is from EcoShins, one of her summer videos that she posted this year, and I just made a couple colors because I wanted to sell it. And yeah, simple, easy. I mean, it's just a rectangle with straps, but I have it in 2 colors. And then I made this bolero, which is probably my favorite out of all of them. Perfect length, perfect like sleeve length, perfect sleeve length, and it has pico stitch at the end. I really like the pico stitch with certain pieces, and I kind of learned how to use it this year in my work, and it makes me really happy. So, and then for the last pieces, we have this. This is the Flora top, and I have yet to post it. It's supposed to have a tutorial for. Why is that? I'm tripping. Am I tripping? There's supposed to be. What happened? Well, there's supposed to be another top piece to tie it to, but I guess something happened to it? I'm not really sure. I think it came undone. Anyways, but yeah. This is the floor top. It has this cute floral lace pattern at the bottom, and it is made with acrylic, so it's not as comfortable. I did try and wear it to the beach one time. Not comfortable whatsoever, but it's super cute, and I plan to release this pattern sometime soon. Maybe. We don't talk about it. And then last up is the most recent pair of shorts that I made, and these ones, they're a little crooked, but I'm learning a lot about making shorts, and I love them. They have yet to be steamed, so they're kind of stiff still compared to the top, but it goes with it, and it was actually supposed to have the burgundy all the way down to the lace, and I kind of wanted to do the lace a little longer, but I ran out of yarn. So when I remake these, I'm going to pick 2 colors that I know I'll be able to perfect the vision I have in my head for them, and I'm going to do it in cotton, not acrylic. That is all for the clothing, so let's jump right into the bags. Okay, first up for the bags, we have these bunny pouches that I made that are also on my Etsy. And I know you've seen the pouches that turn into market bags. I know everyone's seen them. Everyone's seen them. That's what this is. And they're perfect for just some fruit or a wine bottle or literally whatever you want to put in them. Water bottle, I was thinking like They could be super cute water bottle holders because you can still attach it to your bag and it can hold your water bottle. And then whenever you're not using your water bottle, you can just have it like this and still keep it attached to your bag and everything. So made three. Well, I made four, but the other one got tore up by my dogs, so I have three. And then we have this guy. No, you're looking at her and you're like, what is wrong with her? Well, ran out of yarn, and the vision I had for it had to turn into something else because I was not going to frog all the work I did. So I turned it into my crochet bag. I put all of my labels from my yarn in it, and any extra pieces of, like, not yarn, but like I have this zipper in it and just little pieces like that. I just keep it in here because it's the perfect size to just hold all that stuff. I can even fit my crochet hook pouch in it and it fits perfectly, so I just little crochet bag. And then I have this lovely market bag, my first ever market bag, and I've used it a lot. I don't use it as much anymore, but I used it a lot for, like, when I wanted to take my yarn somewhere with me. But then I realized how inconvenient that is because I didn't have a crochet pouch at first, so I was just putting my crochet hooks in this, in my scissors, and it just poked right through. So yeah, but we have this guy. I love it so much, and it has gotten a lot of wear, and it'll continue to get a lot of wear. So then we have all of these. I think that's all of them. There might be another one somewhere. These market bags that are also on my shop. We have four here, and we have the large square one, and then we have the small square one right here, which is the perfect size for a wine bottle. And then we have the large oval one, which you can tell it's oval. And then we have the small circle one. So these are all available in 3 different sizes for each type of bag on my Etsy shop. I made them all in cotton compared to the first market bag I ever made, which was in acrylic. And I have to say this brown one is probably my favorite. I like to use it whenever we go grocery shopping. If you're someone that shops at like Aldi's or something, these are really useful because you could take one of your big ones and all of your small ones and put them in your bag. Go to the grocery store, buy your food, and then, like at Aldi's, you have to buy your bags. Why would you buy a bag? And we all know that people forget to bring their bags, so you can just take these, keep them in your car, and then you have market bags to put all of your stuff in, and they carry quite a bit. Like this brown one, I was able to fit, I think it was at least 30 pounds of like food all together in it, and they stretch really well, but they're not going to tear because it's cotton. It has really strong structure, but it has a lot of stretch because of the mesh. So I was honestly really proud of those because it was my first time creating my own like market bag without a pattern or anything, and I had a lot of fun. And then we have this bad boy. I was going to make a launch of fanny packs. Never got to it because this one took me almost a year to complete, and the other two have not even gotten anywhere near close to being done. But it was the first time that I lined and added a zipper, and next time if I were to do this, I use these D-rings, but I would have used a clip ring to put the strap on, and then that way you could clip it to the D-ring instead of this way, which I feel isn't very useful. But all in all, I really like this. It's super cute. I don't really use it. It just kind of sits in my giant tote of crochet stuff along with everything else. So yeah. And then we have the strawberry pouch purse, and I am genuinely so proud of this. It was completely freehanded. I don't even remember how I made it. but it is on my Etsy shop, and it opens like so, just like that. The strap is strung through the leaves, and then you have the little piece to hold on to. And I made this little extra piece right here, um, because I thought it was super cute, like just to have that little fun detail, but it's perfect to like open your bag with, you know? So I really like this one. I like what I did. I don't know. It's really fun to see all of the fun things that I've made, especially the ones I freehanded. Like, I made this without a pattern, with just the knowledge I had in my head. And it's gorgeous. I love it. I don't know how I did it, but I love it. So, yeah. And then we have the Ocean Star bag, which is not on my Etsy shop yet, but it will be soon. It comes with the jellyfish car charm, which is how I got the inspiration for my jellyfish car charm pattern that will be releasing soon, and you'll see them in this video, the other ones I've made. But we have this star bag. I need to line her, and I've thought about maybe adding buttons or a zipper to it just to give it more structure, make it look more professional. But there's this guy. I really, really, really like it. I love the colors I picked, and it's cotton and acrylic, and then this is all, actually no, this is cotton and acrylic as well for like the jellyfish and for the bag. So yeah. And then we have this beautiful Galaxy Granny Square tote bag, and it has two little buttons on it, and it's super cute. It still needs to be steamed because it's all acrylic, but it also needs a liner as well, which that'll happen eventually. To get my sewing machine to work, and then I have to get the fabric for it, and a lot of things I need to do for it. But there's this bad boy. And then for the very last bag, we have the chunky star bag. I used it with all like Chanel and fur yarn. The blue is this fake fur yarn, and then the rest of it is just like Chanel yarn. And the back and the front are two different patterns because I did run out of this pink, but I really like it a lot. I tried the technique with this one where you take the strap all the way around the bag. I don't like it as much as the other technique where you just sew, like slip stitch along the sides and then add the strap to the top. This technique looks a lot better, but I tried both. So, yeah. And that is all for the bag. So, now we'll be moving on to the hat, the head accessories. I don't know why I keep saying hat. Like, they're mainly hats, but they're also some head accessories. We'll be moving on to this. Okay, so first up for the hats, we have. Let me find the other one. Oh. The sea turtle bucket hats that are on my Etsy shop. Made one in each color scheme. Really like them. They have the picot stitch at the end of them, and I think they're really cute. I definitely can say this one is my favorite. The white really contrasts with the colors, but I thought the teal would also give a cool contrast and like ombre effect. So there's those. And then I technically made two more of these, one for my boyfriend's brother and his best friend, and then this one for me, which it has a bigger rim just because I thought it would look cuter, and it does. Like, super cute. It has like a ruffly edge. Really like it. And then I made this one for my boyfriend. It's more of a traditional bucket hat style with the picot stitch and the white edging. And then I have all of my flower beanies. So we have this one that has a wider bucket, and then this one, and then this one. And I did all of them so I could make my flower bucket hat listing. And I really like these combos. I think my favorite would have to be this one or the purple one. But yeah, I made 3 flower bucket hats. And then I have this cat ear beanie. I think it was the third one that I ever made. I learned a lot from my first one. Actually, sixth one I ever made, because I made two other ones I don't have with me. But this one actually matches the bolero that I made. They're the same color, and I thought that was a cute little thing. Like, if I were to sell this, I could sell it as a set, and then you have like a matching beanie and a bolero to go with your outfit. And then I have this scrap yarn cat beanie, which is so cute. It's a lot longer than the other one. It definitely has more length to roll up. I'm pretty sure I did it with half double crochet. Super cute. And then I want to find there. This is the first cat ear beanie I ever made, and as you can see, there's a big difference between this one and this one. Like, yeah. This I learned a lot about making my foundation chain not super tight. Because as you can see, the bottom is tighter than the top. So it's a little funky on the fit, but I learned a lot while making this one. I think I did this one in half double crochet. I really like the colors that I picked. But yeah. And then this is not something I've made, but this is something I taught my boyfriend how to make. It is his first ever beanie. He picked out the yarn and everything, but he actually ran out of yarn, so he used this fake fur yarn that I had just to finish it up and sew it together. I was really proud of him whenever he finished this, and I was really proud of myself for being able to teach him how to do it. He used a bigger hook and chunky yarn since it was his first time. He did a great job, like a very good job. There's no, like, it's a little bit bigger, like, but other than that, it's beautiful. Beautiful. And then we have these two beanies, the first ever beanies that I ever made, and they have yet to sell. I had them on my Etsy for a while, and I also took them to some markets, and now I just keep them as like market items because they're two completely the same, like, matching beanies. So if two people are like, "Oh, I want a matching beanie for us to wear," boom, there you go. And then during the Spider-Man movie release, I made all three of these Spider-Man tapestry beanies. Made these two for my boyfriend and this one for me. And then I know you guys all know, like, Peter Parker's daughter from the movie had that little Spider-Man beanie with the braids. I made him one of those. My little sister, she took it. We have yet to see it again, but it's okay. And then I made this sunflower bucket hat in the same flower pattern, but it's sunflower colors. This is also on my Etsy shop. And before I move on, I did want to say I have thought about putting these beanies on my Etsy shop, but I'm not quite sure if anyone would buy them. So if you'd be interested, please let me know because I'll totally put them on my shop. I can do all three kinds. And then I have this bucket hat that I made for my boyfriend to go with his his vest and skull pants that I eventually plan to finish. This was gonna be for a video for his birthday, but as you can see, I have yet to finish all of his gifts, so he'll get them for Christmas or something. Who knows? And then I had dreads at some point, so I made myself this pink whimsical head wrap. There's a pattern for this as well. It's not my pattern, but I will link it down below. And with that, I also made this pink granny square bandana for myself. I thought it would go good with my dreads because I had like purple and brown and pink dreads. So then I also made this fake knit beanie. It was supposed to be a normal beanie. Now it is a cat ear beanie, but I made it. You can see it's like, I can't see anything on black, but it's supposed to be fake knit. Okay, and it's for my boyfriend. It's super cute though. Like, it's really cute. But I don't remember how I made it, and I will probably never make it again. It'll probably be in a different sense that I make it, but it's not bad. It's really soft too. And then I have this Halloween scrap beanie that I made last year as well. I haven't listed it or anything. I want to use satin fabric and line it on the inside because there's all these loose ends from me like carrying my yarn. I did not know what I was doing. But yeah, there's that guy. And then this mesh like head wrap is what it was supposed to be, but I made it too short, so it'd be perfect for like a ponytail or like a hair tie or something. But yeah, there's also a pattern for this as well. And then the last two are these bandanas that are also on my Etsy, but this one is made with cotton. It's the Coral Cutie one, and it has the picot stitch. And then this one is the denim cutie with the scallop stitch. So that is all for the head accessories. And now we're going to be moving on to the miscellaneous accessories. And then we have one more category after that. First to start, this guy. This is my tarot deck wrap. It has a little puff star on it. And then it has the moon phases as well as a picot trim all the way around it. And the pocket has this cute little lace detailing and a star on it. And I just use it for my tarot deck. I didn't get a tarot deck that had like a pouch or anything with it, so this had been something on my list for a while, and I actually made this earlier this year. There's like a there's a reel on my Instagram story, on my Instagram of how I made this, just like the process. But yeah, there's that guy. And then I have these Christmas light leg warmers, which I am planning on bringing back in different colors this year for Christmas. But I made these a couple years ago. I made another pair for my stepdad's mom, and they were like in black. They were super cute. I really liked making them, and that's where the idea for the fall leg warmers that I'm making for my fall launch in my fall launch prep video. You'll see about those. You go and watch that. But super cute. They have little red ruffles. And then for next pair of leg warmers, I made these fall scrappy leg warmers. Probably seen these on my Instagram or TikTok or YouTube shorts or somewhere, but there's these guys. I really like these. And then I made these fluffy, funky, fuzzy leg warmers. They're a little bit shorter than your typical leg warmers. I was going for a certain vibe, and I never actually finished brushing these ones out. But I will plan on listing these eventually. I feel like they would suit somebody with a similar vibe like this, like rave, funky vibe, you know? And then I have this tapestry that I made. I was going to do a tapestry launch, and I have yet to find the felt I want to use for the backing of my tapestries. Yikes. But it's like my first ever tapestry that I actually did, and I kind of messed up a little bit, but it's super cute. Okay, and then I have these Evil Eye coasters that I made. I made 12 of them in all the different colors. I was going to do like a launch of them, and you know, you could do like a variety pack or whatever, but there's these. And then I have another one of these somewhere, but they're just like these free-handed flower coasters that I made with this yarn. It's like cotton yarn. Okay, so next up is this stocking that I made. I was going to make stockings for me and my boyfriend and my dogs for Christmas last year, but as you can see, I only made one. I have decided though that I kind of want to make some stockings for around Christmas time, and I felt like the fake fur and like stripes or like a solid color would be really cute. So let me know if you'd be into something like that, because I'll definitely put it in the Christmas launch this year. And then I made 2 of these yarn hammocks. This is the smaller one, and then there's like a bigger one somewhere else. They're in 2 different stitches. It's actually the first video on my YouTube channel, so if you want to watch that and like see how I made them, I freehanded them both, and I kind of broke down the process in that video, so definitely check it out. And then I have these, I've made like 3 or 4, and then I've made like 3 or 4 of these like mushroom chapstick holders, but I know some people have also made some for like vape holders, and that's what I did for my boyfriend and my brother and one of his friends. And then I have these pieces for the Lily Valley car charms. I made 2 white ones and a purple one for that when I get those finished. And then I have these hand warmers. They're super cute. They were the first pair I ever made. They're kind of used. I've worn them a lot. I put these little bows that I like cinched all the way around to give it some more fit, and I really like them. They're super cute. I really really love them. I've worn them so much. Then I have this cute little baby triceratops. I do have the pattern that I used for this, so I'll link it down below. I made this one, and I made an orange one as well, but I gave that to a friend. I kept this one for myself because it's so tiny, and like I love it. It's adorable. And then I have this pumpkin. I made a pink one, a white one, and a red one, and I made them for a market that I had last year. And I just have a leaf on there and 2 different colored vines. I did them all different colors. I sold one of them and gave the other 2 to a friend, and not gonna lie, I might bring them back this year for the fall launch, but I'm not sure yet. Just like, they're like little decorations, like, you know, you decorate for fall, you can put some pumpkins, and I did them in different colors. So like, if you wanted a white pumpkin or a pink one or a red one, and then I did a green one. And then I have these 3 pouches. They are mesh pouches with inside of them, they're like face scrubbies. They're made with 100% cotton, and you can use them to wipe off your makeup or to wash your face with, just like anything that you'd use a normal like cotton pad or like a cotton ball or something like that. You can swap them out for this, and they're washable. So I thought that was really cool. This one is the only one that's completely cotton, and I made them for my boyfriend. It's cotton for the pads and for the mesh, 100% cotton. And I do kind of want to bring these to my shop and 100% cotton, because I feel like it'd be a really cool like attribute for something you could swap out that you buy on a daily basis or use on a daily basis, and you know, you're not wasting anything. Like, the whole thing can be washed and used again and clean and etc. So cool. Then I have these 2 little spiral coasters, like they're the size of car coasters. I made them. I was just bored. I had some yarn. I wanted to make something different, so I looked up a pattern and I just made with the yarn I had. I have thought about making different color options and doing them like in a normal coaster and a car coaster version, kind of like the spiderweb coaster, which I don't know where the white one is, but if you look at my fall launch prep video, the white one and the green one, I made those in that video, and I'm going to do a purple and an orange one, but this is what I got, and I really like these. Like, look at that. Tell me it doesn't look like a spider. It looks like a spider web, and they're so cute. They fit in your car perfectly. I'm going to add cork on them. That's for the other video, though. And then these last 2 items are in baggies because they were for a market, and then I ended up not going to the market, so I just kept them in here to keep them clean. But I have their little cherry car hangings. They're on my Etsy. There's the dark green one and the sage green one, and the leaf is movable, so you can move it up and down, and then you just put it on your rear view mirror. I mean, they could also be used as little bag charms. You could just loop it on your bag. But I've made 6 of these, 3 in each color. So that's that was recently as well as the next item, which is, there is going to be a tutorial and a pattern coming soon. I just need to get the proper equipment to film a tutorial, and I don't have that yet. So we have 6 of these, 6 of the jellyfish, and they're all in different colors. And then these are also on my Etsy shop, all of them except for this one. This one is actually a gift for one of my friend's kids that they have. It was his birthday recently, and I just haven't got the chance to give it to him, but all the jellyfish that I've made. And then mesh hand warmers that I made for myself. I was going to do different colors so you could like have them switched out, but I wanted to add bows on them and alternating colors, so I thought, can't really swap them out if the bows match. But I really like them. They're my favorite, and I've thought about also bringing these to the shop, but I'm not sure how I want to do it yet. So that is all of the miscellaneous accessories. So now we're going to move on to the flower bouquets, which is honestly going to be my favorite part. I love the flower bouquets. Okay, so for all the flower bouquets, we're going to start off with this one. This is the Hello Kitty flower bouquet that I made. It has a bow, a rose, and then 2 open tulips and this little Hello Kitty, and then the fern on the back. I freehanded everything but the rose. The rose is Cameron Can's rose flower tutorial, but I really like it. Yeah. And then for the next one, I made 3 of these. I have 3. They're the froggy bouquet. So it has a little frog, rose, and then 2 open tulips and the fern. And actually, there's 2 with the rose, and then one just has, oh, wonky right now. One just has 3 of the open tulips, and they're not really perfect, but they need to be fluffed. But look at that. And then next up is the whale, which I have 3 of these as well. Look at that little thing. See that tail? It's so cute. But it has 2 tulips, a lavender, a rose, a whale, and a fern. And I really like this one the most. Just, I feel like everything I put in this bouquet makes it pop. It's like chef's kiss. But, and then I have these beauties, which they are the same. They just have different colors. So it is the tulip and lavender bouquet. It's the white tulip and the pink lavender. I thought it was super cute. I feel like it's really like coquette, not croquette. That's like a sport. Coquette, super cute. And then for the last one, I have this beauty, which is the Coraline themed bouquet. It has 3 blue tulips with the little eyes, and then a yellow lavender, a purple lavender, and a light purple. And I had to add the yellow in because it's not Coraline without the purple, blue, and yellow. The yellow ties it all together. Like, it really tells you, oh, this is a Coraline bouquet. But that is all of the bouquets that I've made this year, or just together. Like, I made one for my boyfriend, but I don't have pictures of that or it with me because sadly my dogs tore it up. But I did make him one. It's kind of where the whole bouquet thing came from, for me at least. But anyways, that is all for this video of everything that I have ever crocheted, ever, as of today, pretty much. But yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm trying to make shorter videos. I'm getting there, okay? I'm getting there. But I really hope you guys liked this video. If you could go ahead and leave a like if you did, and comment. I would love to hear any advice you have or any ideas for something that you'd want to see me film, or even just things you'd want to see on my Etsy shop. If there's anything in this video that you saw and you liked, it should be on my Etsy shop, and if it's not, feel free to DM me on Instagram or on Etsy, and I can totally make it up or list it for you. But with that being said, Really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.